Sorry about that. I hope everybody is doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Thank you so much for the love and support that you're constantly showing. It's truly appreciated. And through all these different things, trust the process of all the changes that are taking place. It may be uncomfortable, but it'll be guiding you right where you need it to be. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light. And many blessings are definitely coming your way. If you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up, tell me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you have let me see. Oh yeah. I got caught up in this video. I mean the meditation. If you feel like the videos are informative or give you a good vibe or good uplift that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment, need confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites, wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music I'm listening to in the background, it was called Happiness Frequency, Serotonin, Love, Relaxation, Success, Law of Attraction, Sleep Study, Yin Yang 3576. And the channel is called Yellow Brick Cinema, Relaxing Music. And I will post all their information in the description box below. And the video I'm doing right now is called Twin Flame One on One. Relax on Heyokas. Relax. They wouldn't be at you so hard if they know you wouldn't be coming out on top. It's true. A lot of times, I've been relating to a lot of people. You're going through different changes right now. Everything is coming at you at once. You're dealing with this coronavirus. Then all of a sudden, you got to reflect on a lot of things that are very uncomfortable for you right now. You're dealing with folks that really act like they don't got any much sense. You're in karmic cycles that you are ready to break away from, that you're really to just ready to just part dust. Like, this might tell you can go out of this situation. All they're going to see is the back of your heels and the smoke. You're gonna be looking like the road runner going down the street. Pew, one of them type of things. And it's just like so much is coming at you. And then a lot of times, so many people I'm just connecting with, they were like, Roslynn, I just can't get a break. I'll be like that. I'll be telling my own self, you can't get a break. As soon as you let go and release something, and the next, 10 other things will pop up. Like that, really, you won't really, it could be something that you forgot all about, and all of a sudden this emotion or this memory will creep up and you forgot all about it. And all of a sudden you done got some whole new emotions that brought up from the time it first happened. And it's just like God dog. And a lot of times you have to understand God and universe, powers that be, all, whether it's the spirit guides, your ascended masters, the archangels, the angels, all the folks up there, deities, the masses, the creators, the source, all these things, they know that you have the courage to overcome all these things that you're connecting with. You've done it so many times before. I wouldn't be surprised that every daggone time we don't reincarnate, I promise you, they don't put that little red light in our face. And that's why I'm wondering why. That's probably the reason why we get all these daggone headaches. Daydreaming, you'll zone out for a minute. You got to have some side effects to that some kind of way. They don't pull the daggone men in black type, like, look at this, brother, like, you're not going to remember this. You're not going to remember that. And you're going to be, you're going to be that postal worker that's going to do. And you be really stuck like that for a minute. And then you wondering why all these things are popping off like that. And then there'll be certain times that, I can sit with myself. Like tonight, I'm like, I'm usually not like this in the middle of the night. Last couple of days, I'm like, y'all, look, be stumbling on words because I be that tired. And it's like, when I was here by myself, my daughter, she was out, out and about, my ex going about, out and about, whatever. And I'm just sitting here and, I just finished, probably answered about 50 to 60 daggone comments. I thought I was going to be tired. I was like, okay, this is going to be my self-care day. No, it ain't. Everything was so spontaneous. So I'm like, where is this hypeness coming from? Because it's like, I usually have these type. Well, I have conversations like this with y'all a lot, but this time of night, this is something new. But like right now, everything is going by differently. When you're allowing yourself to really sit in solitude, and you're going through things, and it's just like different numbers will pop up, and if you're like me, I'm like that Cynthia Rose. My dad talked about vaccination with numbers, doing a whole 360. Everybody was trying to wonder about that song. I thought it was about barbiturates, and I had to ask the group, like, hey, is this about barbiturates? They started laughing at me because I just the word I used, but I'm just saying. I was just like, first and Kevin. First was Kevin, then came Lucy, third line was Dad, then it was Cynthia Rose. She was the fourth one in line. Her favorite number was 20. 420. This girl got high. She always had a smile up underneath her nose. What is it? Butterscotch clouds, tangerines, and side order of ham. That is a weed head lunchbox. All that daggone stuff like that. And they started busting out laughing. They were like, no, it's about a gifted girl. And they had to stop for a minute. I said, what is this? Like a gifted girl that had a thing with numbers. And I was like, all right, but it was nice talking to you, and I had to walk off. Just like it's like the more things that we talk about, the more crazier it would sound. But then it made a lot of sense because it's like you're getting the other side now. But it is just like a lot of things when you allow yourself to really sit in solitude and you really just trying to like think. It's like what's his name? What is it? Winnie the Pooh. Like think, think, how am I gonna get through this? Why do I keep going through this? Why does it keep hitting me hard every time I go around that corner? And it's just like when universe is really wanting to use you as an example, it will push everything up there that's meant to break you, that's gonna make you conquer some stuff. You're gonna be in the power of Grayskull. I don't know why all these daggone cartoons from back in the day is popping up, and shoot, you need to catch up. Just go ahead and go with it. And it's just you go through all these different things in life. And a lot of times I sit here, I'm at my close to my breaking point, but it's at that time I'm not there right now. It surfaces up at times, and I get very emotional. And there'll be times I'll be sitting up here talking to y'all, and that emotion hit, and I'm like, ah, dog, I ain't ready for that. No, 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 no. Okay, don't cry, don't cry. And I have to look up. But then it's just like, allow them to see that. Even though I don't like that, I have to allow y'all to see that. And I'll say, this is embarrassing. If y'all get me to ugly cry, don't make me ugly cry. And this is on video. I don't like, one of them type of things. I don't want to do that, And it was just like at that point, you get to that breaking point. You know what you have endured. You wouldn't wish this on your worst enemy, and I got a lot of them. I got a lot of them, and I wouldn't wish this on them. I would never wish that somebody would have did the things that they did to me. I couldn't even do it. It would make a bestseller. Even I can even believe it could be a Lifetime movie network type movie. People are like, Roslyn, this is really a movie. You making all this up. I really wish I was. I really wish I was. And it wouldn't be as bad as it was if I wish this was. And it was a big lie. But it's not. This was my truth. This is something I had to, go through. And I'm just like, okay, first being guided towards this, I really thought I was losing my everlasting mind, even though, I've been, in those type of clinics before where I've had mental breakdowns. I went through extreme depression. I've been suicidal. I was at 5150, and it was at that point where, I had to really reflect on everything I was doing. Then on top of that, finding out everything that has taken place in my life. And I'm like, how do I come back from this without having to have a row of bodies following me back behind this? How can I do this? And God and universe said, come on with me, I'll show you. Then they put me right in front of the camera and start talking to y'all, which was a very positive outlet for me. But not realizing the things that I was saying, I didn't understand. Like, what do you want me to do with this? It's just like, publish it. You watch YouTube all the time. I don't even know when I started watching YouTube or how I even got this way. But it was like when I found out all the things that I found out, People thought I was just trying to get attention. And then when they start putting pictures together, then they start seeing the things that when they know me for a long time and seeing the things that I did, it started making a lot of sense. Then I started having people that really didn't want to believe that for me because they were on that 3D materialistic situation. So they start either using me, or they start disowning me, or they just started ignoring me. People start dropping out my life that I never thought would drop out my life. I started seeing things for what they truly are, and didn't think that even the closest people that I had high respect for just did me any kind of way just for the fact of money. It was like that song from the movie Daggone New Jack City, for the love of money. For the love of money. You will see there, it's like the root to all evil. And I promise you, I'm saying all the evilness comes out of people that I really didn't even think I could be even connected to or even related to. You know, and being in that true factor is like when you have to allow your pride to get aside. Allow your pride to get aside, because there's a lot of times you hate when people make fun of you, when you are lacking of something, or they want to remind you of what you're lacking. And it's just like when you are ignoring that truth, God will come at you in the most abrupt ways just to make you look like you really need to listen. And you trying to really understand, why do you have to keep coming at me like this? Well, when I was coming at you through signs, synchronicities, angel numbers, and all that, you weren't listening. So why don't we use the worst triggers to you to keep adding on that weight for you to get to that point where, if this don't make you daggone straighten up and act right, get that act right in your act right, oh, I don't know what the heck will happen to you. Because the more and more you don't listen to universe when they send them signs, or send them synchronicity, send them numbers, giving all kind of archangel angels, visions and stuff like that. You start seeing movies that relate to your life. Things like that. They'll come at you, and they wouldn't be coming at you like that if they didn't feel like you couldn't conquer it. But a lot of time we hard headed and stubborn as I don't know what. You can see the daggone, the daggone sign right in front of you, and you don't even want to recognize that because you let pride get in the way, or that is too uncomfortable, or you're trying to avoid change. You can't avoid God. That's one thing you can't do. You can't avoid universe. They're everywhere. You're like, well, maybe if I sneak off that way, they already gonna have you blocked in. They put a mirror on every side. Every time you try to walk away, they'll add mess to you harder. And then you're trying to wonder why your life feel like it's about to fall apart, because it is. You're trying to fall apart from everything that has been manifesting in the wrong kind of way. Things that people done placed you in. Things that your wrong decisions has got you in. Things from you escaping and using different addictions that has got you in. They will use the people that you really loved and trust, and knowing they had no reason to be in your life except to strengthen you by breaking you. And you wondering why these things popped off that way. And I had to, when I started seeing this, and I said, God, you said you love me. Why are you bringing people that were supposed to be my family, that break me in all kind of way? A person I thought I was going to marry and be with, that just showed me that, this is not for you. And use me as that tool, that instrument, that spiritual instrument. I didn't even know I was this whole time. Walking around, didn't know I was just collecting all this stuff, just until it was that time for me to use it. And then on top of that, then you make me a mirror image of somebody that a lot of people adored. No pun intended, but still, you know, and I had to go through all of this, and never thinking that you can't live, you can't go back to this, you can't go to back how things were. You could have been like that if you didn't, if you didn't know the truth. But now, when the truth, you have finally been walking around, blind, just straight blind, not even knowing it. It's just like you were just ignorant towards anything that came to you until it was time for you to know. And when you finally did know, that mess broke you in all type of ways. Like, I know you didn't. I know they didn't. No, they didn't do that to me. And that was how I was doing. I was sitting up here looking like a crazy person, smoking a blunt, just saying, no, they didn't do that to me. Ready to fight every and everything. I even called them, threatening them all upside the way, talking about, oh, you think
Ted Bundy did some stuff. Charles Manson did some stuff. It ain't gonna have nothing on what I'm about to do to you. It was one of those type of parties. But I said, no, you ain't gonna let them win like that. You're gonna be a casual case. You gotta be different. You gotta go about it different. God is like, no, I ain't, you ain't gonna do that. Nope. And this is reason why. And then next thing you know, use me for who I didn't even know I was this whole time. And then all of a sudden it started making perfect sense. While I always start picking different things and talking to the universe, there was a lot of animals that was constantly guided towards me. I'll always have very deep conversations with my native family that I didn't even know anything really existed amongst that. Was always intrigued about how we connect with nature, what kind of animals represent me and my folding. All these different things. It was preparing me before I was even born. Even when they were just looking in my daddy's eyes and say, "Oh, we about to make some magic with you," in the most crazy way. And I mean, now it's just through everything, even through the tears I cried. I have to tell God, thank you. And it's even though I went through the worst thing, I would never wish on nobody. I always feel like all children should know their parents. All children should never be denied of their parents. The only way I can see it happening if they're one of those Chester child molester type people, or you're very just a psychotic killer or very violently abusive. I can understand that. But if it's just love and that is the biggest insecurity because you never reflected that or you never endured it, you had to go rob, steal for it and you kept somebody else from it. I think that's the worst kind of person. I mean, you don't even have a heart. They broke me down, basically they were stabbing me stabbing and cutting me. And I ain't the one who sit up here and did the things that has happened to them. And I had to be able to be used as an example to that. And being able to understand that all it was wrapped up to be in a bow. I really see that, even through my experience, like I've said the other day, my blessing, my tragedy has became many people's blessing. Even if they didn't want to believe it, even if they felt some type of way, or even if they admired that or they appreciated that, it's touched them in some kind of way that made them see like, I don't know if I could live through that. And there's a lot of times when you tell your story, it will shock the heck out of a lot of people. Because there's a lot of people that have reached out to me and told me the things that they have gone through, and I broke down and cried, and I said I couldn't. And I bet I was probably that same, they had that same kind of feeling when they found out what I went through. And it's just like a lot of times I felt like my life was heavy. My heart was heavy. It kept on pouring out sadness, pain, anguish, anger, confusion, all these different things. And I didn't know, why you got me breaking like this. This is not fair. Why you allow me to have to go through something like this? Why'd you allow these things to happen like this? And I had to find out the truth after my dad passed. That was the worst kind of feeling. That, I mean, it felt like my heart was ripped out and torn into shreds, turned into shreds. But then being able to know me and my stubbornness and my pride is used to a certain advantage, because I'm not going to allow somebody like that did all that tripe stuff to me. I'm not going to allow you to win. I'm not going to allow you to come on top. I'm not going to allow you to take something that was not even given to you. You had to lie. You had to do some high tech FBI type criminal, smooth criminal. I ain't talking about MJ smooth criminal, but they're almost there, you know, type, criminal activity, thinking you about to take something from me. Because you already knew from when you found out the identity of whose child I was, you already made sure, you already knew from that get go, I'm about to use this to my advantage because now I see how much this boy loved this child. And I'm gonna use it all to my advantage, get all type of money from him, and guess what? And still not let him see his child. Lie and say everything to make him not like her or make him hurt for the fact of his child giving her up. That was gonna be his biggest mistake, but he used that as leverage because he knew my dad would have did anything for me. I die for you. He already knew. And I mean, use that to his advantage. But then it's like when I allow myself to really see what's been taught, and it's just like throughout my tragedies, there's been so many blessings because there's so many people that lives they have touched me. because I knew it wasn't easy for you to open up and really tell somebody what makes you bleed, what makes you hurt when you're cut, what lies beneath all that. Because you hold that type of pain, and it's just like when we feel things, we feel it heavy. We feel it really heavy. And then you trying to understand, why do we have to be this way? Why do I have to feel so much? Why am I so sensitive? Why I'm so this? They needed you to be that way. And you know why we had to be that way, because we're going to make that world change. Because when you do that, you love hard. When you didn't feel that, you love harder. When you got neglected, you be forthcoming on welcoming somebody, because you knew what it felt like to be like that. You knew when you constantly got talked down to. You didn't feel that love that you seen your neighbors get, or you see the people on TV get, and you get sad because you wanted to feel that. So you push that out to the world. And it sucks at times because we feel that way. But how are you going to be able to achieve anything if you didn't love that hard? You ain't going to want to do something that bad if you didn't feel that way. So they needed you to break down like that. They needed you to go through different things. They needed you to experience those heartaches and pain and all those type of things. Just because they knew they had plans for you in the world before you even got here. And they really did. But I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. We're all going through different things. And know that when all this is said and done, I'm telling you, you're going to appreciate everything that took place in your life, even when the ones that broke you down. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Much love to y'all. Would love to give a post notification shout out to Prosperity Plants, as well as Christina Velgas and Killian Weeks. Much love to you as well. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line. If you need to get in touch with me privately, you can find me on Facebook Messenger. Look me up under my name. You can let me know that we connect here and part of the Heyoka family and what name you go by in case it's different. I hope you hope whatever you're trying to manifest comes 1,000 times more than what you asked for, and comes so much sooner than you thought it would. And know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And when there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that, that you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity words, 5 frequencies, because you never know, all those things really take somebody a long way. And I'll see you in my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.